the pocket.
Boy, she's really got it lined up now. She watched the shot go down the lane. About right here, it started to pick up a little early. She wanted to push it, held pocket. That weaker pin with the slower speed and the stronger release has been a magic combination for her this game.
She liked that one.
Boy, for good reason, Tom. Perfect shot. Now Cara coming off the ball change. Can she stay high? You bet. Late trip on the 7-pin. Down it goes. And the emotion, the intensity starts to pick up here.
Gotta love her focus.
A little bit reminiscent of the Doomsday stroking machine, Earl Anthony. She's kind of a quiet demeanor. She's an accountant. She's very intellectual, but you cannot underestimate her fire.
Perfect line of the pocket. 7th frame. 4-bagger.
Got the split out.
To be, yeah, avoids that split, but the 4-7 still for her mark. And it keeps things close here. Chris, we have a dramatic finish in this one. Back to Diandra-Asbaty. She'll try to pick up this 4-7 spare and keep this match very interesting. Covers nicely.
All about making the adjustment.
Covers the 4-7 for her spare. Of course, she wanted to bowl her sister, Cassie, whom she looked up to as a youngster, being the younger sister. Two great bowlers in that family. Cara-Honeychurch of Australia has other ideas. Looks for the double 7th frame. Big shot. Has all 10 down.
Clutch.
Watch Cara here. She's gone to a weaker ball. It gets down the lane further, cleaner. It's saving more energy, and it goes now. Gets through the pins, much like it did the first game, so she hasn't actually moved her feet a lot, but the change of balls has allowed her to save more energy for the pins, allowing her to get back in this match.
Boy, Chris, you're right. Back end of the 38-foot pattern here. That ball just exploded. Picked up incredible energy and pace, and blasted all 10 down into the pit. Did hook and get some help on number 8 as well.
Second time this game she's done that.
We've got a very close match here. Chris, break this one down for it.
But she made the move inside. You could tell it got down the lane much further. Made it back, made the long trek back, and as the 2-pin tumbles into the 5, the 4-pin crumbles the 8.
Ball actually never touched the 5-pin.
8th frame. She does have a chance. Looks for the 4-bagger. Has another.
Wow. Did she really take 2 years off? I'm with you, Chris. I don't believe it.
It's hard to imagine. And guys, she really hasn't wavered very much from that line of the pocket. A similar path into the left-hander's pocket. One of these two bowlers advances to the championship show. Will it be Diandra-Asbaty? Head-to-head with a lefty from Australia, Cara-Honeychurch. We find out next. Challenge is brought to you by the USBC Masters. Test yourself against the best by entering the PBA's first major championship of the season. By Team Masters, America's premier high school championship event. And by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of the USBC Women's Challenge. Close matchup here, Diandra-Asbaty. Cara-Honeychurch, head-to-head.
This is a critical shot.
Sure is. We're here at the Fashion Show Mall in Las Vegas. What a setting, and a big shot for her.
Let's see if she talks to the ball this time.
Foundation frame.
Get up.
Oh.
She liked it, Tom, off the release, but now the split. Real challenge here for Diandra. The 2-10 split. Her sister, Cassie Golden, watches on. She can root for her sister now. What a challenge.
Touch it. Touch it.
No, it will not. Look for the 210 there instead. The open so late in the match could be her complete undoing here, as the lead will expand for Cara sitting on the bench.
Well, we saw Leanne Barrett emerge from the first week of the USBC Women's Challenge, and it looks like Cara-Honeychurch out of the second week, another former PWBA star.
All of a sudden, 25-pin lead here, Tom, for Cara. 7-pin.
Wow. Boy, just another shot that's really high level of repetition. Her last 5 have been nearly identical in both ball speed and position at the arrows.
Well, as Cara told us, a long layoff, a couple of years after she left the women's tour, then had her baby in Australia. As the 7-pin, another spare for Cara-Honeychurch.
Doesn't strike me as somebody who's been taking a lot of time off.
Not
the
at
hardest
all.
things are shot repetition and knowing your equipment well. And she's been repeating at a superior high level already. And now she's made a ball change that's turned out to be perfect.
Must strike. No, it's not going to do it.
Way high there for Diandra. And her opportunities dwindling by the second here.
It looks like Diandra will not advance. She will continue on as a USBC spokesperson for youth bowling, and she does a great job really connecting with kids across America. And she was in Kansas City recently, giving clinic and exhibition and signing autographs, and really, really a special person with kids.
Hard to see that board. The glare.
Well, Diandra, it is a fashion show mall here. This is a different setting, and indeed it is hard to see her target board she was trying to hit to get her spare. Does cover nicely there. And Tom, you can tell just from speaking with Diandra the passion she has for sharing her knowledge and love of the sport, especially with young kids that try to bring future generations to bowling.
Yeah, she just wants to make sure everybody knows the opportunities in the game, that there's scholarship opportunities, just that there's fun and there's friends that you can be made. And she's really great at that. Also a great bowler, obviously.
Said when she was a kid growing up, her friends had no idea there were such things as bowling scholarships. Why would she be spending all this time at bowling tournaments? Well, it's worked out well for her, although she'll fall short to Cara-Honeychurch of Australia. We'll move on, it appears, to the next round. Taking out not one, but two sisters. Cassie Golden and Diandra.
She took out the Hyman family.
The family KO today by
I think she's officially moved from the Christmas list.
the powerhouse from down under. I would think so, Chris.
Well, the PWBA set is not letting the young guns through onto the championship round. Leanne Barrett in week 1, and now Cara-Honeychurch advances.
Yeah, the ball change was absolutely the key to this whole thing. Anne-Marie hit it, posed the question, and immediately at that point, she took over the match. Came right in with a 4-bagger, followed by a ring 7. And at that point, the match was over. It just took it right out of Diandra's hands.
Rollover Cassie Golden, 255, 157. In her first match of the day when her look was perfect. Then she lost it a little bit as the lane started to transition, break down. But her ball changed right on the money. She got right back in the groove in impressive fashion. Who cares about a layoff?
Wow,
Look at the late tap.
Try to explain that one, Chris.
Well, lucky.